What's going on YouTube? So I already did my men's physique predictions for the Olympia this year, but it is time now that we are about 6 days out to do a classic physique predictions. This year is going to be insane, and you can see the level of competition coming up in the ranks. We've never seen this before, really. You know, there's always been good guys, but now we have just the amount of good guys coming up are crazy. And I'm super excited to talk about this year's Olympia because I think there might be some surprises that people were unaware of, and I feel pretty confident in my predictions here. So if you agree with what I'm saying, make sure to give this video a like. If you disagree, make sure to still give it a like, but also let me know in the comments what you disagree with. Would love to hear your side of the story and your opinion on things, but this is absolutely going to be a legendary Olympia, and I think we can all agree on that. Real quick too, the Uncommon 60-day challenge is actually starting January 1st, but signups just opened up. So if you're interested in doing a 60-day challenge, it's gonna challenge you physically, mentally, and spiritually. By the way, it's absolutely free to join, but hit the link in the description below and just learn more about it. All right, you guys, so here we go. Quick review. Last year, we had our winner, Chris Bumstead, winning his 3rd Olympia title in a row, which is pretty insane. Second place, we had Terrence Ruffin. 3rd place, Breon Ansley, a past 2-time Olympia champ. 4th place, Urs Young, the Miracle Bear, out of Germany. And 5th place, we had Ramon, I can never say his name right, but Dino, basically, yeah, he got 5th. And now this year, we have some interesting things going on. For starters, Logan Franklin, AKA the Texas Oak, is showing up this year. He had a really great run at the Arnold in 2021. And now here he is at his first Olympia in the classic physique division. I've gone through phases where I've liked his physique a lot and I haven't liked his physique a lot. But one thing I cannot deny is that he's made a lot of improvements, and he definitely has a classic look to him. So seeing him next to Chris Bumstead and a few of these other guys, it's going to be interesting. Another thing that I find interesting is Urs, aka the Miracle Bear. He is 24 years old, correct me if I'm wrong, I think he's 24 years old. Very young, but extremely talented. People have been comparing him to a future Chris Bumstead. You know, last year, seeing him next to Chris Bumstead, it was clear he had potential, but he wasn't quite there yet, which is understandable with his young age. He was 23 on that stage, but he has made improvements. He's had a year to grow and to get better, and now we're gonna see him go up against these guys again. Another person I wanna talk about is Terrence Ruffin, who is personally, he's been my favorite classic physique competitor since probably like 2018, and you have seen him improve year to year as well. In the past, he had some weaknesses with maybe his conditioning or his back, and those aren't really issues anymore. And to be honest, last year when I saw him compared to Chris Bumstead, there was a part of me that wouldn't have been surprised if he had beat Chris Bumstead in the Olympia in 2021. I thought it was a lot closer than people realize. I think, you know, because of Chris's fan base, they just kind of think that he walks in there and dominates, which, I mean, he kind of does, but it was closer than people realize, in my opinion. Terrence Ruffin has an insane classic physique. I think he, in my opinion, has the best classic physique on paper, but Chris Bumstead has this X factor that is impossible to deny and very hard to describe. It just is what it is, and the judges have shown that they prefer that X factor. Whatever it is that Chris has, he has it, and because of that, Chris kind of defines what the division is and what they're going for. So even though Terrence Ruffin has probably the best, you know, on paper classic physique, Chris Bumstead still has that X factor that people and the judges cannot deny, cannot ignore. He has it. And the other thing I wanted to bring up too is Dino. People have been saying for a while that he is better than Chris Bumstead. I disagree, but he has made improvements as well. So we have a stack up here of 6 guys, including Breon, that have all gotten better and are all already so good, which makes this year so exciting. So let's get down to my predictions here. And obviously, guys, I mean, there is so many talented guys in this division, but I'm just talking about these 6. I mean, the list goes on though. There is like literally so many qualified athletes at this year's Olympia that look crazy. So there might be some upsets, some dark horses out there. You know, I'm here for it, but this is what I think. So for 6th place, I do have Logan Franklin, 6th place. And the reason I have him in 6th place is because I think he's improving in the sport and in the division. And I think he's made improvements enough to break that top 6. Not quite the top 5 though, because at 5th place, I have Breon. Now this might be maybe an insult to Breon to put him in 5th place, but the truth is he's not improving enough in my opinion, and he's not as classic of a look as these guys that are coming in. He's a very classic look, don't get me wrong, but he almost looks like a 212 guy, and it's very hard to explain, but just compared to these other 4 guys, he just doesn't have, you know, any sort of look to him that is gonna get him any higher than 5th place, in my opinion. That being said, he is still better than Logan. He is an OG in the classic division, so respect to Breon, but these younger guys coming in and these new looks are just, you know, hard to look past. So in 4th place, I do have Ramon, Dino, or whatever. You know, I think he looks great. There's something off about his physique though, and I can never describe what it is, but something is off about it, and because of it, I don't think he's ever going to be in that top 3. I think he looks insane. I think he deserves, you know, 4th place at the Olympia, but I can't see him placing higher than that. In 3rd place, we got the Miracle Bear, Urs. This is crazy because for as young as he is, coming into his first Olympia, getting 4th last year, I think he's gonna move up 1 spot, make it 3rd. I think he's gonna look crazy, but I do think just at the end of the day, you know, C-Bum is gonna be bigger. Terrence is gonna be bigger. And at the end of the day, you know, it's bodybuilding, right? So it doesn't matter if you look insane. If you have guys that look more insane and bigger than you, they're always gonna win. And I think this is gonna be the case with Urs, but no doubt in my mind, Urs is gonna go on to win an Olympia someday for sure. The guy is insane and a very cool guy to watch. Now top 2 is so hard because it's Chris Bumstead and Terrence, and they're both insane, they're both amazing. Like I already said, I think Terrence Ruffin brings the most classic look on paper to the stage. I think his V-taper is ridiculous. I think, you know, his posing clearly is amazing. If they weighed in on posing a little bit more with the judging, I mean, Terrence would have the upper hand there, of course. And then the C-Bump, him and his X Factor look, whatever it is, you know, something about his delts, his arms, his back, just his shape, his legs, something about it stands out so much. And that's why he is, you know, 3-time champ. So in my opinion, I do think Chris Bumstead will go ahead and take the victory once again, making it a 4-time winning champ of the Olympia. I think that X factor of his is just too good. I think if he keeps showing up, even at 95% of his best, he will continue to win until he retires. I think the judges have decided this is the look, this is the guy. And all he has to do is keep looking like himself and he will keep winning. Yeah, you know, at this point, I think it kind of sucks for Terrence because Terrence will go down in history as one of the greatest physiques ever. But when you're going against Chris Bumstead, it's just like, it just sucks. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if Terrence will win ever. And if he did win, I would be ecstatic. I would love that moment. Otherwise, we're essentially just waiting for C-Bum to either come really off for some reason or number 2, just not show up and retire. That being said, something to point out though is C-Bum is working with a different coach. He's not working with Ian anymore. He has his new coach, which is Hani, and everyone knows Hani's one of the best, most recognized coaches in the industry. So it's gonna be interesting because switching a coach like this could be great, it could be detrimental. In my head, it's like, you know, he couldn't have really gotten much better from a coach's perspective. Like, what's he gonna do? You know, he can't put on more muscle because of the weight cap. He already comes in looking essentially perfect. So I'm not sure what Hani can do to improve Chris's situation. All he needs to do is play it safe and not go backwards at all. And if they play it safe, bring at least 95%, C-Bum will take the victory once again, and it's gonna be awesome to see. I mean, this stack up right here, the C-Bum and Terrence rivalry, I mean, of course they're very friendly with each other, but the rivalry they do share is gonna go down in history forever as one of the greats in the sport. And it's just gonna be awesome to see. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below and give this video a like. Once again, the Uncommon 60 is a 60-day challenge starting January 1st. You can find out more by clicking the link down in the description. You can download the PDF that goes in details of all the rules that we have, because we have 5 rules, and these 5 rules, if you're able to keep them for 60 days, it's gonna improve your discipline in all categories of life. So it's gonna be a fun one. Cannot wait for it. And I can't wait for the Olympia this year. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.